say, obviously thankful for Rick Spielman and, him bringing me here, obviously giving me an opportunity.
I just want to have fun, man. I want everybody around me to have fun. I want everybody to be happy. I want people around me that love the game and who want to get better.
According to the games that we lost, we should be in the playoffs right now. We should have one of the best records in the league.
Coach Zimmer, obviously, a lot of appreciation for him and a lot of respect for what he's done here.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, this is us. We're here. We're back. My name is Fuzzy. We are FuzzJockRadio. We are stretching. We're starting this episode. Oh, shit. Stop. Oh, stop. Oh, wow. This is how we're going to start this episode, Charles?
Absolutely.
I absolutely forgot to push play or stop or whatever you like. Did you hear the intro? The intro restarted. Oh man, I can't believe it. So we are FuzzJockRadio. This is not the second time that we're doing this intro. Downloaders, if you don't know what we're talking about, tune in live one of these days. But we're not re-recording the intro. We are just re-recording the intro. And my name is Fuzzy. And all the way out in California we have
C-Dubs.
And in the studio we have a Haase that when we started this episode in the beginning, we said that he's never been here. But now that we've gone through a full episode, has he been here yet before?
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Mr.
Matt Haase.
Look he's here, Mr. Matt Haase. Mr. All-American Matt. How's it going, buddy?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I kind of feel like we're time traveling here a little bit, but we won't get into it a whole lot. What happened is I absolutely forgot to push record during the live episode, so we're recording the introduction so Matt can say hello.
Do-overs do exist. Hello.
Yeah. Do you remember the things that we talked about earlier?
We were talking about the football match that was on the championship with the picks and the score.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember about your life?
Do you remember about your life? Like how? Like remember? Like we start the episodes off with how what happened the last time? What happened since the last time you were on? And the last time you were on, we asked that, which was never.
Correct.
We had to go all the way back to the beginning of your life, and then we fast forwarded to it. And now this is the second time of doing the introduction on the first episode that you've ever been on.
Yes.
What's happened?
Not a whole lot. I mean, we did some stretches.
Yep. That was there.
I took a sip of my hot cocoa.
Oh, how was that hot cocoa?
Oh, it was very, very sugary.
Very good. Very good.
Good kind of cocoa.
Well, welcome, Matt. Welcome.
Thank you.
C-Dubs. How's your week been? But at the same time, since this is the re-recording of this intro, how has your life been since the last time we talked on the episode?
It's given me a lot of time to reflect on those last 2 weeks because we weren't here last week.
That's right, we weren't here last week.
So I've had 2 weeks and now also an episode to reflect on it, and I'd have to say I had a good time.
Yeah, is this episode good?
Do you think about? Huh?
Do you think this episode's good for people to listen to since you already recorded it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hopefully people stay tuned in and not too confused of what's going on, because time travel is confusing sometimes. That's what we're doing right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever time traveled, Matt?
Time is relevant.
Have you ever time traveled, Matt?
That is relevant to...
Yeah, it is, actually.
To a lot of things.
Yeah.
Correct.
The answer is relevant to the question of the answer. Myself, I did a lot of fuzzy things in between the end of this episode to us re-recording the intro to this episode. I don't know if you guys seen it because a lot of those things happened in my head.
They happened off camera too.
Things did happen off camera. You can look forward to that in this episode. I do not leave to go to the bathroom in the middle of it.
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
Beautiful.
Wow. Baseball is fun again in Minnesota. And we are still locked out.
Yep.
So we
Baseball has been locked out, Matt. So there's no baseball.
So we can't talk about baseball. But
No, somebody lost the key. Or
yeah,
what
yeah.
does that mean?
Yeah,
Locked
that's,
out.
I mean, that's Charlie put the key in his pocket and forgot to tell everybody
Shucks.
because he
Yep.
works for the Dodgers,
Mm-hmm.
But
I
yeah,
have a hole in my pocket. It fell out.
no baseball talk tonight.
Well, we could talk about softball.
Yeah. So you sent us a picture of you playing some softball there, Mr. Matt.
Yes, that's correct. That was an older photograph, a good 10 years ago.
10 years ago was 2021, so about 2011?
12.
Somewhere in there.
2011, 2012. You played for the Mankato team, and it looks like you had played 28 games, 72 at-bats. You had 13 runs, 13 hits, and 12 RBIs. Wow.
20 walks.
20
walks, though.
I think these are falsified records. I don't remember this.
Are you
6
sure?
home runs.
I don't know. We got some statisticians here.
It was slow
No
pitch
stolen bases,
softball.
though.
Is that what you're looking at? Slow pitch softball, the church league?
Yeah. We just went onto their database, the national database, just looked up your name, and these are your stats.
Well, I'll be.
So, I don't know where to go with that. I'm
glad that you sent us a picture of you playing sports. We haven't had a lot of athletes on here, so it's nice to have an athlete
What
on.
are you talking about?
We've had a couple, but not a lot.
We've had quite a few.
We had an Olympian.
Matt's won.
Yep.
Well, look, just this season, Matt's won. Micah's won. Colby's won. I am one. We've had a lot.
Okay. Fair.
We've had quite a few. I can't believe I didn't push record. MLB Network cuts ties with Ren Ross. We
Ben Rosenthal.
I'm so off my game right now. We haven't been here in two weeks.
I've never been here.
You've never been here. Matt.
Yes.
What is this all about? The network cutting ties with Ken and over the Rob criticism. Do you remember what happened there? Or Charles, do you want to talk about it?
Sure. Ken Rosenthal is the guy who wears the bow ties and reports on baseball games. If you've ever seen one on TV and there's a guy reporting news and he's wearing a bow tie, that's Ken Rosenthal.
Yep.
He's a very well-known reporter, very good at his job.
Okay.
But over the summer, he criticized Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball, over a lot of things he deserves criticism for, such as how he handled the Astros, the ball, different ball techniques, all that stuff, and the sticky stuff situation. And then they didn't like that, so they fired him.
Huh.
Because he told the truth.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why I thought that was worth us talking about, is that they didn't like hearing the truth, so they got rid of the guy.
What do you think about that, Matt?
Well, it definitely sounds like a news-breaking team from that network.
What do you mean by what do you mean?
That was his job, was to break the news for the network.
Oh, okay. So
You can't live with them. Yeah, you can't do anything else without the truth.
So do you think what's going to happen to the dude? He's just going to not
He's going to totally get a job somewhere else.
like ESPN or something, right? Or no, ESPN plays too fair with everybody.
He'll probably work for the Athletic.
Oh, like where the Timberwolves reporter works.
Yes.
Fanatics acquires Topps trading cards and collectibles business. The value of the deal is in the $500 million. Topps is not going to be Topps anymore?
So Topps actually was already going to lose the baseball title or the baseball rights to Fanatics. And Fanatics was just going to do all the baseball cards, and Topps was going to have to Photoshop all the logos off of their pitchers. But in a weird turn of events, Fanatics just turned around and bought Topps so that people don't have to lose their Topps cards that they love so much. So they still get Topps cards. They're just going to be by Fanatics. Isn't that weird?
Wait a minute. Explain that again.
So Fanatics now owns the rights starting in 2024, 2023. They will own the rights to the players and the teams being on cards, like their logos and stuff.
Okay.
Because like other brands can't use their logos. So Topps is the only one who can. Fanatics is taking that away from Topps, but then in the end just buying Topps and using them anyway. So it's kind of like doing a shell company. They're like, we run this, but we're just going to put the name Topps on it.
Oh my God. That just seems too complicated. It's like Disney fucking buying all the fucking properties. And sure, it's great to have the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but there's no competition.
Mm-hmm.
There's lights right outside your window.
Yeah, there's a fire truck driving by.
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Yeah! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it!
The WNBA players call for
FuzzJockRadio.
The WNBA players call for an expansion. The league says not now. So the NBA players, the WNBA players want to have more teams and have more players on said teams, bigger rosters, more teams.
Mm-hmm.
But the WNBA shot back and was just like, yeah, no, to expand for expansion's sake without the money to support it is not a good idea, which I agree.
Yeah, if they don't have the money to back it up, then it's kind of hard to proceed.
These networks need to pick more of their games up, and they need more money.
Agreed.
So they can do that, is what I think.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're going to be short of players by any means.
No, there's plenty of women's basketball players.
There's a lot of people out there.
There's a lot of women basketball players. Absolutely. A lot of people out there. Good way to put it. Good way to put that, Matt.
Mr. Man.
And then so that's happening, or not happening, I guess. And then the schedule, I got the Lynx schedule right here. And it looks like the schedule, the start of the season is Friday the 6th against Seattle. Lynx versus the Seattle team. So we
Seattle Storm.
Got a little bit of ways to go. Which brings me to the fuzz question of the week.
We all know what that sound means, or what this jingle is. It's time for the
Fuzz question of the week.
Yes, the fuzz question of the week is when I ask the other Haase a question, and then they answer, and then they give us an explanation of why that answer is correct. And then we don't discuss it. We just move on. So you answer the question and explain why your answer is correct, and then we move on. We won't tell you why you're wrong or anything like that. We'll just move on.
What if I don't know the answer to the question?
You do know the answer to the question. Be confident. Be confident.
Confidence.
Like I know that you're confident. You're a confident person. Just be confident in the answer. Okay? Matthew.
Yes.
The fuzz question of the week is, so we know that the WNBA schedule starts Friday the 9th, or Friday the 6th in May, right?
Yes.
Which means, how do I phrase this? Oh, I had it. Okay, so the fuzz question of the week is, when is the end of this season? When is the end of this season of this show, of season 5 of FuzzJockRadio? When is the end of the season, and will we be back in time for the Lynx season?
Well, I believe season 5, that's what you're asking about, will be ending before May 6th.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely before May 6th. And it'll be at least a week before May 6th, at least. And then the next season they'll have to be, so the season number 5 is probably going to end at least 2 weeks before May 6th.
Okay.
And then that would leave a good week to get ready for season 6.
Okay. Charles.
I know that our season is going to end after the Super Bowl,
Okay.
which is before May 6th,
Yeah. Well.
but we will come back before May 6th.
Okay.
So, and that is what my answer.
And then what? Then the explanation for that?
Because I know these things.
Fuzz question of the
I
week.
messed that up. And that was our. And that was our.
Fuzz question of the week.
So So what we're saying is that we are getting close to the end of the season. The end of the season is after the Super Bowl, the Monday after the Super Bowl, and then we will come back. When do we come back?
Before May 6th.
Yes, it is. What did we put it down as? I forget now. It's probably the end of March, early April,
March
when
early.
baseball comes back.
Okay. Well, follow our Twitter.
We have it written down somewhere.
Yeah, but the audience doesn't have it written down. So
Well, they will have it written down in the next episode.
next episode, have your pencils and papers ready so you can write down when we're coming back, because that's the only time we're going to mention when we're going to come back. So you better be ready.
There'll be a test.
Update.
Carl, Ant, and D'Lo are all back. The big three are back playing with the Timberwolves, and they are kicking ass. Right?
Hell yeah!
Right, Charles? Is that the story? I mean, I'm looking at yesterday's game with the Timberwolves versus the Rockets, 141 to 123.
Woo! That's amazing. What a good score.
135 to 105 on January 7th. 98 to against the Thunder, and then they also on the 5th beat the Thunder 98 to 90. On the 3rd, 122 to 104 against the Clippers. And then they lost on January 2nd to the Lakers 108 to 103. But 108 to 103, they were fucking right there
Still
with
good.
them. So the Timberwolves,
They're getting party.
they're getting good. They're getting party. That's a good way to
getting
put that. Yeah, I
party.
like that. I like that. They're getting party. So watch the Timberwolves. They're doing very, very well. They are currently 20-20, so they're 500, which is great for the Timberwolves, and better than the Clippers, Spurs, Trailblazers, Kings, Pelicans, Thunder, and Rockets. And they're better than Celtics, Knicks, Hawks, Pacers, Pistons, and Magic. So
We're gonna go to the playoffs.
you got that. What do you think of that, Matt?
Yes, we will go to the super game.
So did you hear that the Timberwolves got bought?
Yes, I did hear that.
The owner used to live in our town,
Correct.
and then he sold it to somebody that lives in Florida.
Wasn't it a joint party?
Yeah. Do you remember who the other owner is, C-Dubs?
Alex Rodriguez, and I don't remember who the other people are, but they're all big money investor people. And they're probably going to move the team, aren't they?
Well, what I was going to ask Matt, what happens to things when big investor type people buy franchises?
It fails to get party anymore.
It fails to get party anymore.
Wise words have never been spoken.
What is slashing?
Slashing is like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The Winter Classic Blues topped the Wild 6-4 at the Target Field in Minneapolis. They had the Winter Classic, the Blues versus the Wild. Unfortunately, the Wild lost. Well, that's not the story. The story is the temperature was -6, sinking to -10 as the game went on, and with wind chills in the -20s. No, it was -35.
Jeez.
And they were playing outdoors. They were playing. Have you ever played hockey outdoors in -35-degree weather?
I have not. I've only ice skated in warmer weather.
Have you ever played hockey outdoors?
Only during the summer on roller blades.
On the asphalt?
Asphalt, yeah.
Yeah.
Roller hockey.
Not the same. -35. Oof.
Ooh.
And that's really cold. So other games that have been that cold, Seahawks versus Vikings in 2016 was -6 degrees, wind chill -25.
I was at that game, and I have a plaque from going to it. It was so cold. They gave out plaques.
Oh, really? Do you have it on you?
Yeah, I can go get it.
Is it on your wall?
Tell the other ones, and I'll get the plaque.
We had the Blues. What did you ask?
I was wondering if it was hanging on his wall.
It should be. You'd think so, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll ask him when he comes back. The Blues versus the Wild, a -10 in 2022, wind chill of -28. Okay, so maybe it just got to 28. Oh, that's really neat.
Playoff game day certificate says Minnesota Vikings versus Seattle Seahawks, Sunday, January 10th, 2016 at 12:05 p.m. Coldest game in team history. Temperature, -6. Wind chill, -25. Thank you for your support, Mike Zimmer.
Oh, that's really awesome.
You have that mounted under glass?
Yeah?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's showing us a picture of the certificate of him being at the game. The Chargers versus the Bengals in 1982 was -9 degrees with the wind chill of -59 degrees.
I think thermometer technology has really grown since the 80s, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Cowboys versus the Packers, 1967, -13 with the wind chill of -48. Wow, those are cold games. How are the Wild doing, Charles?
They're doing okay.
They're doing great.
I'm starting to think Josh's prediction.
They're doing
They're
great
good now.
Look at
they've missed a bunch of. Yeah.
Look at their scores. 3-2. Last game was 3-2 versus the Capitals. 3-2 versus the Bruins, and then they lost 6-4. And then they hadn't played against the Blues, and they hadn't played since December 20th.
Yeah, and they lost that one pretty big.
So they're 21-10 right now, right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, they're not doing bad. Just they were the best for so long. I'm sad that they're only middle of the road now.
No, they were really good.
Yeah.
Open wide for some soccer!
Don't take offense that soccer is in other sports news, but it is. This is other sports section. The United States fixtures. What is this?
So this is World Cup soccer.
Okay.
So this is the upcoming World Cup matches for qualifying for the World Cup.
Do you know what the World Cup is, Matt?
It is the big championship for the soccer people.
Okay. I'm really happy that Matt's here because he's... What's going on behind you?
I don't know. There's people clapping and making noises outside and really loud vehicles.
Did that have something to do with those lights outside?
It's probably.
Okay.
Anyway.
What an interesting episode. I'm really mad that Matt is here. I'm really happy that Matt is here to let us know things that I might not know. I don't know where I'm going with this here.
Thank you.
The World Cup. United States and Canada are playing in it, and Mexico and Costa Rica. And those are the only countries. Oh, El Salvador is also playing. Honduras, Panama.
That's who's in our, I guess,
January
bracket.
27th and 30th on ESPN2.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Okay. Is that where we're at with that one?
That's where we're at with opening wide for soccer.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want to play this whole thing. This is so long. Here, I'll skip forward. That's even long. I'm just going to cut that off. I'm sorry. I'm just...
Oh, my radio.
No, we can't say that. No, we're going to have to bleep that.
I didn't say that.
We're going to have to bleep that. The Battle of the Belts happened. So last Saturday on AEW Worldwide Wrestling, they had, it wasn't a pay-per-view. They had a 1 hour special on Saturday night where it was just a Battle of the Belts. They had what belts? The Women's Championship belt,
TNT Interim Championship, and the FTW belt.
And the FTW belt. They didn't have a tag team belt championship.
No.
They should have. I don't know.
Yeah, they should have had them turn around and fight that or battle for it again.
And then, you said the interim TNT belt, and that's something new. So Cody Rhodes was out for COVID protocols, and
meaning we don't know if he has it or just met up with someone, but
it really bothers me. I'm just going to say it right now. It really bothers me when people are like, oh, I know what's going on, when only certain information was put out and it's everything's speculative, but people act like they know what's going on, and it's like there's other things going on in the background, guys. But yeah, it bothers me because also all these sports places and TV shows and all these things are not even mentioning that it's COVID anymore. They went from people saying exactly if they, like they were in contact with people to saying COVID protocol to health reasons.
Right.
Like it. I don't know.
They want us to forget about it.
It's stupid.
It is.
So yeah, Cody's out, so he can't defend the title. So they decided what they're gonna do about that is that they're gonna have interim TNT belt, and they gave it to his brother. So a lot of nepotism there.
They gave him a chance to fight for it.
Gave his brother a chance to fight for it against Sammy Guevara. Not sure other than nepotism, why Dusty got to fight for it. Because Scorpio Sky probably should have fought for it instead. Yeah,
absolutely.
And then Sammy won it, and then so now Garcia's gonna go against it. So
for the open challenge again, yep.
And then Hangman beat Danielson, and then Ray Phoenix got pretty injured, and we wish him the best. His arm almost got broken off. It was scary. It was really scary.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
But
yeah.
When you say injured, do you mean like a physical injury, or is that another code for the C-19?
No, he got his arm.
What's C-19?
COVID-19.
Oh, no. During a match, C-19, I like that. I call it the vid.
I usually call it the thing, but no one knows what I'm talking about when I say that.
I call it the vid. C-19, I like that though. No, during their match, who was he with?
Luchasaurus.
This guy here, he's a dinosaur. You see him? He's a dinosaur. See him right over here on the camera.
Oh
right
yeah.
He's a dinosaur. They're going off the ring, doing a move off the ring onto a table, and Ray Phoenix's arm, you could see on video, snapped back. Like fucking, it looked like it broke real bad.
It's the wrong way.
Like it went the wrong way.
Jeepers.
They hit the table and he instinctively tried to put his hand back to catch himself and missed the table and hit the ground and just snapped. And it was so fucking gross looking. Luckily, I don't know if it's luckily or not, because I've heard that if it's not a break, it's usually a worse injury. Because those ligaments get too stretched or teared. But yeah, it didn't break. It was more of a Gumby situation.
A mangle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was scary. It was gross.
Shoot.
Very.
So hopefully he gets better. Yeah. And yeah, so there we are. We are in Fuzzy Memory Trivia time. This is when Are you all right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is
Don't
when
be nervous.
This is jeez. I don't know what's going on with this episode tonight, guys. We're all something else. This is when I ask the Haase questions, and then they answer, and unlike fuzzy question of the week, there's actually correct answers and wrong answers, and you get points for the correct ones. You do not get points for the wrong answer. Okay, Matt?
Okay.
Currently the score is what, Charles?
I believe it's 2-2.
2-2 after 17 episodes.
So you don't go negative when you have an incorrect answer.
No. Good question, though. Look at this guy over here. Look at him.
I'm
He's
just
really
trying
good.
to follow what you're putting down.
You might be one of the best Hess that we've had, to be honest.
I like him a lot.
I like him
I
a
like
lot,
him as
too.
a Hest.
Oh, boy.
Jeepers.
I don't know if I like me as a Hess, though, tonight, because things have been so weird.
If you weren't here, I'd be a lot more nervous.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, thank you.
You're pushing all these buttons. I don't know anything about any of that.
Mm-hmm. Doing the things, doing the stuffs.
Fuzzy
Matthew.
things.
Fuzzy things and fuzzy memories. Fuzzy memory trivia time. Matthew. In
Yes.
2012, NBA superstar Kevin Durant appeared as himself in what children's film?
Is this multiple choice?
Nope. Just go.
2012. I'm gonna have to go with the Bug's Life.
Okay. Incorrect. C-dubs.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Incorrect. Thunderstruck.
Oh.
C-dubs. Including the goalkeeper, how many members make up a standard competitive water polo team?
6.
Incorrect. Matt?
5.
Incorrect. Did you see the answer?
No.
Okay. Well, incorrect. Anyways, it's 7. 7. Matthew. In what year were the bullpens added? No, we already asked that one. What number uniform did Ray Allen wear for the Sonics?
27.
Incorrect. C-dubs.
38.
Incorrect. 34.
Oh.
Let's see here. Where is the Volleyball Hall of Fame located? C-dubs.
Why, that's in Branson, Missouri.
Incorrect.
Canada.
Matt, incorrect. Holyoke, Massachusetts. Oh, Matt. Who defeated the Cowboys 16-8 in their opening game for the 2018 NFL season?
Jesse Ventura.
Incorrect. C-dubs.
The Ravens.
Incorrect. Carolina Panthers. And that... Oh, where is the sound for that? That was Fuzzy Memory Trivias, which means that we are at the end of our episode. We made it, guys.
We did it.
We did it.
All right.
To the listeners out there that downloaded this episode, I'm sorry that you missed out on all of our NFL talk. because I did
It was
forget.
really good.
I forgot to push record, and we're not gonna re-go over it and
Nope.
and stuff. We might record the beginning of it after we go off live. Just the beginning of introducing Matt, and then put that at the beginning. We might do that. But since we're done with this episode, what we usually do, Matthew, is we talk about what we're going to do in the future for next week before the next episode. And since you probably will not be here next week, talk about the rest of the... You don't want to talk about the rest of your life?
No, I'm just agreeing with you. You said I'm probably not going to be here next week, and I was just agreeing, saying no.
I thought you were saying no to... You didn't want to... You were like cutting me off like, no.
Oh,
I don't want to talk about the rest of my life.
I was afraid of cutting you off this entire time.
Well...
I got to raise my hand next time.
No, actually, you did a great job.
Thank you.
And I'm really, really happy that you made it over. And in the future, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to ask you to be on the show at some point again in the future. But for right now, how's your future looking? What do you got going on?
When you say future, what do you mean? Like
the next couple weeks,
next week.
year? Got any big projects going on? How you doing? What's going on?
Oh, geez. What's going on in my life?
Got anything to plug?
Anything to what?
Plug.
New album, NFT drop.
Oh, I thought you meant like
art
as in,
show.
like holes. Like I have a leaking exhaust system on my pickup truck, and I could plug some of those holes.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I have a couple drafts in my home that ought to be caulked shut.
I do too. Maybe you could help me in the future.
I could definitely help you in the future.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
I like helping people.
Okay.
When it comes to home construction and
actually,
stuff like that.
You are one of the best people. Not just home construction stuff. You're you like to help people. You like to be handy, and
You're a good person.
You're a very good person.
I am unlicensed and uninsured.
Yeah, no, we won't talk about that. C-Dubs.
I won't even.
C-Dubs, what do you have going on the next week until the next episode?
Oh boy, I'm gonna find out when our next season starts, which I believe is April 4th. I've looked.
That's not the next episode,
up.
but the next season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Next episode, we will be back next episode, and we will have the full episode available for you. We will make sure to put. I was just rusty. I'm sorry. Forgot.
This is what happens when we miss a week.
Yeah, we
we
won't
forget
do it
how
again.
to podcast.
We won't do it again. C-Dubs, what do you got going on this next week? What's going on?
I don't have too much going on. I've got still the inventory project, and I have to say I do give props to the Dodgers for having us tested like every couple days, make sure that we're not spreading it, and anyone who comes in close contact, they're making sure it doesn't come into work, and I think that's fucking cool.
That's really awesome.
So big ups to the Dodgers.
That's really awesome.
So that's what I'm working on right now with my stuff, and I've also gotten some new wrestling figurines, and I've been making some videos with those, so I'm having fun.
I like that too. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yep. Fuzzy, how about you? What's up for the next week?
What do I have going on this next week? I don't know. I'm gonna probably do a lot of fuzzy things and a lot of fuzzy stuff. And when I do those fuzzy things and fuzzy stuff, and if I go out in public, I know. Even if I might not know what I'm going to be doing, I know for a fact that I'll be putting on a mask. You know, even though I'm vaxxed and boosted, there's a chance that you can spread it. You still can catch it. There's a chance that you can still catch that COVID, that C12, C19, C19, that shit. We're not a fucking COVID podcast. I'm ending this right now with some wise words from our friend Thunder Rosa.
It just reminded me how important it is to, no matter what, no matter how the circumstances are, to continue to be a good person from the bottom to the outside. Not just to be fake and just like, oh, you got to be a good person. There's not only a lot of people that you probably won't see or won't think that they appreciate that, but it's for yourself. Like with your family, with your friends, be compassionate. Be compassionate to yourself too. That helps. Just strive to be a good person in general. I choose to be nice. I choose to go above and beyond for certain people. And I will continue to do that until the day I die.
say, obviously thankful for Rick Spielman and, him bringing me here, obviously giving me an opportunity.
I just want to have fun, man. I want everybody around me to have fun. I want everybody to be happy. I want people around me that love the game and who want to get better.
According to the games that we lost, we should be in the playoffs right now. We should have one of the best records in the league.
Coach Zimmer, obviously, a lot of appreciation for him and a lot of respect for what he's done here.
FuzzJockRadio.